Let's talk about Celsius and Celsius stock. As you can see, since the highs at around $19.95, the stock is down 45%. Now, previously, when we were around $50 or so, we did find some buyers. Now, of course, previously that was also a rebound on the 200-day moving average. This time we are a bit lower than the 200-day moving average, which sits at $65.43. RSI today is a bit lower than before. But you might say that right now we have some negative momentum going on, not just for Celsius specifically, but maybe for energy drinks as a whole. They're also getting some bad publicity. We're going to talk about the Wall Street Journal piece as well. So let's wait and see. I think in a couple of weeks, we are going to get the next earnings report and earnings call. So we're going to get some commentary on the past 3 months and maybe on some guidance as well, especially international. I'm expected to see some further improvements there. Maybe they're going to announce something new. Remains to be seen. But of course, I want to hear what's going on with the inventory issue at Pepsi. Has that been resolved? Has Pepsi now concluded that, okay, we've resolved the inventory issue and we're going to buy more Celsius products? Let's wait and see. Then probably that's where the market will move on this stock. Whether it's going to be up or down depends on the commentary, of course. Now, before continuing, if you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if not, we really appreciate that. If you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. So let's first start with the Wall Street Journal piece here. So the title, Young Women with Eating Disorders Feel the Pull of Energy Drinks. Celsius and Alani Nu appeal to women wanting a fit lifestyle. Doctors say some young people are taking consumption too far. And Arthurs, one of the women that they've interviewed, turned to energy drinks while battling an eating disorder as a way to feel full and maintain energy. Here they give us a couple of examples of caffeine content in different drinks. You've got Alani Nu and Celsius with 200 milligrams. Then you've got Starbucks 195 milligrams, Red Bull, Lipton black tea, and Diet Coke way less. I'm actually very surprised at how little Diet Coke is, but then again, it is diet. So they wrote, Arthurs has always been weight conscious, and during the pandemic shutdown in her senior year of high school, the Michigan native eating behavior became a problem. She was diagnosed with anorexia as a college freshman and underwent intensive outpatient treatment for a year. At that time, Arthurs began drinking 1, then 2 cans of Celsius a day, attracted to fruity flavors like sparkling orange. Or she drank Alani Nu, a rival brand started by fitness influencer Katie Hearn. Both energy drinks contain 200 milligrams of caffeine per 12-ounce can, equivalent to more than 4 same-sized Diet Cokes. Supplementing her energy drinks with diet soda regularly brought Arthur's daily caffeine intake to 500 milligrams. Arthur says her heart rate raised after a Celsius or Alani Nu and believes they contributed to her anxiety. Not surprising. Other women interviewed for this story described drinking up to 800 milligrams of caffeine a day, double the amount the Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, considers safe for healthy adults. Again, if you're an adult, you're responsible for what you're putting inside your body. Medical experts say Celsius fat burning and metabolism boosting messages are misleading. The studies they use to justify their claims have substantial design flaws with small sample sizes and were conducted over short periods of time. Now, I want to reiterate here that eating or drinking too much of any specific thing during a short amount of time usually does not plan out the way you think it will. Even drinking too much water during the day can be bad for you. So yeah, thinking that, oh, I will drink more energy drink, more healthy drinks, that will make me lose weight or that will make me feel better or look better, etc., I think that's just a personal mistake. But of course, for marketing purposes, many of these companies do make some claims and then add a little asterisk. And then, of course, nobody actually reads the fine print where they explain certain things. So yeah, okay, you could say that that's a mistake from their part, but that has been happening for years, if not decades, with all commercials. Now, I do want to add one thing, that these types of opinion pieces, articles, whatever you want to call them, are very, very specific. They're, of course, not going to reach out to people that only drink 1 can or 2 cans and don't have any issues, which probably is still the majority of Celsius customers. And I'll say this again and again. If you want to live a healthy lifestyle, there is not one miracle product that will help save your opinion on your body. If you want to look healthy, make the effort to go outside, live a much healthier life. No, drinking a can of Celsius or any other thing or taking Ozempic is not going to help you in the long run. I'm sorry. Anyways, moving on to what added to the selling pressure here is TD Cowen lowered its price target on Celsius to $68 due to sharply slowing sales growth trends. Other firms have also recently reset expectations on Celsius due to recent Nielsen data readouts and incremental inventory optimization by PepsiCo. We've talked about that in another video, but overall, the average analyst price target for the next 12 months still sits 51% higher than the price we're at today. So I could say that on average, most of Wall Street is still quite bullish on Celsius. I'll add here a couple of things. I went on Amazon, so this is Amazon's bestseller in the energy drink category. Number 1 and number 2 is Celsius, number 3 is Alani Nu, and I believe number 6 or 5 was Red Bull. Last quarter, Celsius sales on Amazon increased 30% in the quarter compared to the prior year period to approximately $28 million, and Celsius remained the number 1 energy drink brand by dollar share. So when they don't have to compete for shelf spaces, such as at Walmart or any other supermarket, convenience store, whatnot, Celsius beats the other two giants. Of course, right now, if you're going to Amazon, this might not be the most accurate metric. This might reflect what has happened before, might not reflect what will happen in the future. But still, in my opinion, quite some good information here. And to be honest, now that the stock has corrected 45%, this is not a dying business, even if growth is slowing down, even if it's not growing 100% anymore. Last quarter, it still grew revenue 37% year over year. Internationally, it grew 43% year over year. Of course, internationally, still a small chunk of the overall revenue, but as they grow internationally, I expect this to be a much bigger one in the coming years. Gross margin has expanded 740 basis points year over year. Net income is up 89% year over year. Diluted earnings per share 108% year over year. So yes, although its PE might still be quite high, the company, while having, let's say, slower than expected revenue growth, is still becoming more and more profitable, which you can see right here. It has a forward PE of 45.3 times, market cap $12.34 billion. But, over the last couple of years, revenue has increased over 800%. Gross profit has increased over 900%, and now quarter after quarter, of course this is last 12 months metrics, but quarter after quarter it is becoming more and more profitable. Free cash flow is going up, net income is going up, return on invested capital in the last 12 months sits at 20.7%, so very, very respectable. And if we look at some other valuation metrics for PEV to EBITDA, price to sales, price to free cash flow, all much lower than its 5-year mean, despite the stock being up quite a lot over that period of time. But as we said previously, since the business is improving also extremely fast, valuation is not outrageous. And if you're curious to know what the analysts are expecting from Celsius in the coming fiscal years, well, fiscal year 2025, sales growth of around 30%, same for fiscal year 2026, EPS around the same, so 31 and 32% year over year growth. So this company is still expected to grow quite fast in the coming years, despite everything that you've been hearing or reading. So overall, while there might be some weakness right now in the energy drink segment, I do still think that with the recent correction that we've had for Celsius, with the company's performance still in the US and internationally, I think there might still be an opportunity. I don't think the growth story here is over, but maybe it is worth waiting until August 9 when they report their next earnings report and guidance. I think that's where we're going to get way more information. Stock could go down, stock could go up, but I think it's worth waiting, especially with all the noise. If you have a position, averaging down, dollar cost averaging is always a good solution. So that's about it right now with regards to Celsius. Do share your opinion down in the comment section below. I'm not here to debate tastes because some people think the drinks are disgusting, some others love it. The data shows a lot of people like it. So if that was not the case, the stock would not have been up 3,600% over the last 5 years. So that's about it for this video. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.